What's going on, guys? This is True Reef, and this is an update on the 200-gallon JEBAO Reef tank. Happy New Year's to you all, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is a vacation that we all had, and now the vacation time starts over, so that's even better. So with that being said, get into this reef tank. Yesterday I did a decent, well, not yesterday. Today is Friday, so Wednesday, New Year's Day actually. That morning I did a water change on the tank. I was kind of behind, should have did it Friday, but I kind of got behind. But the cores all did pretty decent, and I guess I do it once a week, so I'm sure if I skip a week it wouldn't hurt it too much. But as you can see, all the cores are doing amazing. This is my little Zoa garden here. I guess they all start filling in pretty much. Well, I start probably more about 5 or 6 more Zoa frags that I like, and I do have them up here. Now that I think about it, I might get way more than 5 or 6 because I got to cover up all the video. I forgot I put those up there. So anyway, all those SPS cores, the Digi, this red, I think not the red, it's a Superman acro. It's starting to grow. I'm waiting on the color to come in, so that'll be nice. You can see that silly string, well, watermelon silly string in the back there. This white widow, I'm trying to get rid of those now. Well, this one I'm about to get rid of, and I'll keep that one. The staghorn is doing great. It's starting to grow like a beast. I don't know what I did different. I'm not sure, but other than that, like I said, that power head going out on me, and I replaced it with that small WP10 that I had. The corals of it, doing great. Look at this torch, and it's extremely well. It even has a new head, like right on the bottom here. So like I said, maybe I was just blasting it with too much flow, but as you can see, my bonsai, the orange Digi here. I get you guys around on the front first off. My chalice garden is doing pretty decent. I'm not sure of the names of them. I do have the names, but I'm just not sure of them. Have to find it. Some of them I can see, like this yellow eye chalice, golden eye chalice. And this one's pretty cool. You can get the colors on it. Then my blasto that I put in the tank has already gotten probably about 2 or 3 heads on it. You see on the bottom, it grows pretty fast, and including my purple one that's on the sand bed. Now I didn't clean the bottom of this glass here, and as you can see, it has cyan on the rock, a little bit on there, but it'll be fine. I'll get it. I'm winning that war, so it's an ongoing thing. But I do think as the tank gets older, I think it's 9 months right now. So as the tank gets older, it just becomes more established. And I also added this here, forget what they're called, like ceramic media, and it's just to help with the just more, I guess you would say, the biological filter. Might end up taking them out. I don't know. We'll see how that works. But like I said, this torch is doing amazing. My Dunkin' coral right beside it is probably just as big. As you can see, these are probably 2 of the oldest corals in the tank. I probably have like 7 of them. But like I said, that silly string, watermelon silly string, bonsai. This little now this piece is continuously amazes me. the color on it, I bought it, like I said, as a blue slimer, and it started to develop like this peach and green coloration to it. Trying to zoom in, but that little rock right here is making it hard. But as you can see, it's almost just has an orange, like a pinkish, and the Setosa in the back you can kind of measure it off of, whereas the Setosa is orange. That Setosa fell down, and that's the reason why it's a little light right now. But I put it back there just Wednesday, so So it'll be fine, but as you can see, that pink versus that orange. So it's gonna be interesting to see whatever that thing is when it gets bigger. The yellow tip acro, or the yellow tip paletta, I'm sorry, is doing pretty decent. It's growing all basing out there. And I'm still dealing with the aptasia, but it'll be fine. And like I said, cyano. And I normally spot dose that. I did not do it this water change, and I haven't did it. Like I said, you know, it's the holidays. It's pretty hectic, so you're busy a lot. Don't necessarily get to mess with the tank. But what is this? This is just a frag of the watermelon, silly string watermelon, and for some odd reason the colors are a little different than the mother colony, but I'm okay with that. Actually about to get rid of that one as well with this yellow Bennett. It's going in a frag pack as well, and they'll be gone. This my Lobo coral doing amazing. You see the growth on it, and it has heads in the back, but can't get back there. War coral right beside it. Well, it's pretty decent away. There's no stingers that could either reach each other. Now that torch is like right above it, but I think it'll be fine. And these green button polyps, I believe. These things, I told you guys, I thought I killed them. I put that rock inside a bucket, let it sit there almost 2 months, maybe 3 months, and somehow I put it in the tank and it came back alive. So I guess they're not too bad. They're pretty nice, so it's cool. But they're just invasive, man. But that war coral somehow is keeping them back. He's definitely keeping them back. So, and it's Sophastria is doing the same thing. Both of those are pretty mean corals. I didn't know that about the Sophastria. Of course, it's called a war coral, so you just put two and two together, I guess. But anyway, the Palladi or something like that is doing decent. Has that blue inside mouth with the green outside. I broke that off doing the water change off this green Monty. I'm not sure the name, but literally broke that off like 2 days ago. I glued it on the rock, and hopefully it becomes something like that. And it will be. This is going in the frag pack as well, and I'm not sure about that piece there. I might throw it in like $5 maybe. The what is this? The Mystic Rainbow? No, Mystic Montipora. It's doing decent. It hasn't touched that rock yet, but I can't wait till it starts to hit that rock, and it'll outgrow that cyano that's on it. I might, like I said, I'm gonna spot dose it, and it'll be fine. This red tip acro, if you looked at the last video, it's definitely growing. Like, I mean, it started growing like the second day I put it in the tank almost. I promise you, I saw new growth, and that's a cool deal. So, cat's paw in the back, and as you can see how that cyano was up there, it's kind of like receding back. So it's not necessarily hurting the SBS, not hurting none of the corals actually. It could be a bit unsightly, especially if you know what it is, but for the most part, it adds something to the tank. And and of course, no one knows what causes cyano. It doesn't seem like no one knows. But anyway, that sour apple in the back, I'm not sure what this thing is. I told you guys many times, but it has polyps and they're out right now. It's a weird little piece. But anyway, purple tip acro. It's one of the other pieces that I got, and like I said, it's already touching the rock. It's growing. A green piece in the back. The blue rhino, the ASD blue rhino, I believe. It's growing pretty decent. No, white rhino, blue rhino. Yes, blue rhino. I don't know which one. But anyway, poison envy acro. It's doing great. Polyps are out. It gets most of the growth on the back side of it for some odd reason, but I'm sure, well, it has the base out on the front, so I'm pretty sure they'll start shooting up from there sooner or later. This little piece that I got, it was pretty much it was in my local fish store, Reef tank, and it was basically pretty much a dead coral, and I had asked for the coral so much, and they was like, no, we can't frag out the main system, and literally the whole coral pretty much died, except a piece. She broke it off for me, and I'm growing it back, so it's pretty decent. I don't know how long ago that was, but as you can see, it's definitely starting to grow good. Another white widow. The PC Rainbow. It's been doing good, but when the colors are starting to come back, you see that I guess with the growth is where the red comes in. But I have a lot of green happening right now. You can see some pink, some red, but not enough is that I would like to see. So we'll see. But it's Aqua Delight. It's doing extremely good. The color is coming in. It's getting tons of new growth. It's touching that rock now, so I'm pretty sure it's starting. It's finna once. I say if a coral can touch probably like 3 different surfaces once it starts to encrust, you pretty much got it's finna start shooting off. It's finna start growing like crazy, and that's pretty much what that has done. This blue teamless, I'm not sure the name of it, but it's definitely starting to base out, get that base going on. So sooner or later it'll be touching that red rock. That'll be that second contact, and for the most part it'll start growing like crazy. The fish love to swim over the clam, but it's doing amazing. This blue maxima. Now I have been debating putting 2 flame angels in the tank at the same time, and I was hoping that they would leave that alone and the 8-can garden alone. But that is I love those flame angels. I had one in my 54-gallon. Only coral that it did pick with was those green Priscilloporas. It seemed like it loved those polyps, and I had those in that tank. And even then, it didn't hurt the coral. What happened was that the polyps were never out, but the sticks were extremely green. Like they were. I mean, almost looked like I don't know, like a tree without leaves, and it was extremely green. So they were still growing, and that was in the 54-gallon. Those were in the 54-gallon as well. So there was other older pieces, probably like 5 to 6 years old. That's another one. 5 to 6 years old for me, and that's another one as well. And of course the orange, the Monty and crap. But anyway, back at it. Green star polyps in the back. Of course, I have those isolated, and they're growing that sponge on it. And I love to see sponge in the tank with a SPS. That's the best thing, and that's what I got that. Honestly, I got it from Mike Paletta. When you have sponges in your tank, somehow they go hand in hand with SPS coral, and the SPS grow great when you have sponges. So, quick little tip, I guess. The Monty that some fish keep throwing, I guess, sand on, but it'll be fine. This Cyphastria here finally decided to grow. What it is, I have no idea, but it definitely looks good. The bicolor hammer coral. No hammer, I'm sorry. Frog spawn, the bicolor frog spawn. And that's a pretty cool piece. I will never frag the colorful part. That's probably, unless it's like it really gets massive, I probably never frag the colorful part because I want to keep the bicolor part, and I don't know if I can get up under it. But as you can see, that's really one stock, but it grows different heads on it, and then it looks pretty decent. But AK Antonatas, well, one of them, and this one is pretty colorful. It has an orange, purple, green, a couple different colors in it, and it's definitely looking good. I'm not sure what this one is, if it's a Bowerbankia or another Enchilada. But I do know that it's growing pretty decent. It has a look. See if we can get you in there, get a little brighter. See how that has that orange at the bottom there? So it's be interesting to see what that grows out to be. See my Aptasia in the back? Looks pretty decent as well. I'm gonna fix up some calc and deal with those. So anyway, 8-can garden. And the 8-can garden, as you can see, it's growing pretty decent. They're all doing amazing. That orange one there, that piece in the back I got for free. Don't know what it was. It was at Petco. They was like, if you want it, you can have it. I like put it in the bag, gave it to me, and I love growing corals out, man. That's it. That's one of the best things to do to me, honestly, just to get a coral that's half dead and see if I can grow it out. It's a challenge, and that's what I take up most of the time. And I mean, it's nothing to, you buy other corals, but it's nothing to ask for a piece that's half dead. Most of the time they'll give it to you. I do have some soft corals, so here's my green toadstool. Now I had a bigger one in my 54-gallon and a real big toadstool, and I ended up not saving those. I wish I did. I really do wish I did. But now that I think about it, honestly, it'll be alright, I guess. So I wish I did save it, but I got rid of it. And then here's another piece back here that I did not want to save, but came through, which is a Kenya tree and some blue mushrooms that are starting to grow pretty decent now. But we should see. But they're in the back of the tank, so sorry for how they look. Now, as you can see, like I said, my cyano that I did not get to spot dose this time. But that's another piece of that blue tip staghorn, and it's starting to grow pretty decent. It is getting that contact on that saccharine surface, so that's why it's starting to like pop out now. Same with this one here. This is the yellow Bennett coral, and something messed with a few of the polyps. But like I said, that second contact surface is starting to do it, and then now I'm shooting up new branches. And I don't know, but it seems like how majority of these SPS corals are growing. My purple poison envy, and it's looking pretty decent. It's extremely shaggy. Those purple tips. My strawberry shortcake, and as you can see, it's got 2 contacts, and it's about to hit that 3rd one. I feel like, I got a semi-okay amount of branches, but I feel like when it hits that 3rd contact, they're gonna take off. All these extra shoots here, they're gonna take off, and they're gonna catch up with the rest. That sour apple back there is doing pretty decent. Another piece of that white widow, I just spread it around the whole tank, and as you can see, growth pattern is touching that base. It just looks great. It grows amazing. It grows amazing. There's Setosa here, starting to touch the rock. And I showed you another piece. That piece down there, I fragged it from that, and that's actually the new growth of it. So let's see, what else do we have? This purple Priscillipora, I believe. Is that what it's called? Purple stylo. And it's doing pretty decent. This video is actually getting longer than I expected it to be, but I guess I'm just going through all the corals, letting you guys check them out, see the growth on them. And like I said, this is a purple stylo. It's been doing pretty decent. Up under that, another set of 8 cans that they continue to knock off the island. So I sent it back there, and somehow they left it alone, and it looks amazing actually. Another palladi or something like that. Orange mushroom, and rainbow favia. It's pretty decent. Got an old time bubble coral, one of them soft corals, or LPS maybe. It's more LPS. And then, as you can see, it looks amazing. I don't know what that coral is called. It looks like a war coral, but we're gonna see once it get bigger. My candy canes, which are massive, and I fragged them. I got one of the frags down there, as you can see. My cyano. Monty is doing good. Yellow Bennett is growing extremely well. It's looking real decent. The Red Bull, I forget the name of that, but it's definitely growing. Well, it's the Red Bull, some type of Red Bull acro, and it's definitely growing great. It's starting to touch, it's getting that 3rd contact, and you can see the branches starting to come up out of it. Well, I can definitely. The DG in the back, it's been doing okay. It's starting to split on the tips of it. I need it to base out a little bit more. I would like it for it to do it. $500 airflow. You can see it's definitely getting that 3rd contact, and look at it. Look at the branches coming off of it. They're starting to come off. Like I said, 9-month tank. These corals probably been in maybe 6 months, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe not even that long. But they came from small frags, so they were all frags. You can go back and look at them, and especially this bird's nest, this Pink's bird's nest. It was probably it was half dead, and like I said, I got it and I grew it back out, and now you can see what it looks like. And what else? We have this pink lemonade, and my polyps on here have gotten a bit brown. They used to be a little more red, and I'm trying to figure out how I can get those back red. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. Red dragon here, starting to grow. It's doing pretty decent. And finally, I guess one of the finally the SPS is this Miyagi tort. we're not gonna worry about that. But Cyphastria and that Lepto. It's doing pretty decent. Looks amazing actually. But anyway, all right guys.